Hi, hello, hello, hello. This is Barbara Fiammetta. I'm going to try the Italian version. Um, well, I tried to do this once and I got emotional, overly emotional, so I kind of deleted it, starting over again. But yeah, forgive me. I've been in this crazy room all day with a headache and hoarse from whatever junk is in here, but I just needed to rest my legs. So yeah, I got here I go. Here I go with the mirror. If you've never done this, you have to try this because all you do is see yourself. Um, so yeah, I got emotional because I had been listening to a piece of music by a musician that sounded to me like a theme of an epic movie. It was so touching. I, I, it was just so touching. It just got me really emotional. And it made me realize, excuse me, um, I don't know if anybody sees these. There's a couple of people commenting, but I'm just on Facebook and I don't really have much activity on Facebook. But if someone is listening, there could be a judgment or a discernment. Oh, by the way, I'm going to the eye doctor tomorrow to get these tightened. So you won't be seeing this anymore. Um, it could be construed that I'm kind of hard-nosed and possibly being the opposite of spiritual, would be negative, potentially. Uh, and I didn't quite know how to explain to you guys, why I'm feeling so convicted about certain things. When I heard this piece of music, it just became so clear how to tell you who I am. I'm blessed, really blessed, to know deep, deep, deep love. I think I came in with it, and everything and everyone has tried so hard to break it away from me. And that's why I'm so convicted about supporting you people, you guys, you women, into protecting yourselves from these kind of people. And what had me crying was I can feel so tangibly the opposite of beauty from negativity. I'm not saying this right. Beauty and the negativity to me are so blatantly contrasting that I have challenges reconciling that both exist, because I love beauty. I love the loving. And with all the negativity that I've encountered in my life and all the negativity I've seen others encounter, and everything that's going on in the world, first it breaks my heart. Then it enrages me to the point where I just personally will sacrifice myself to stand up and say no more. Like, we've got to stop this, because there's so much love and beauty out there, and there's so many loving and caring people. So maybe I shouldn't have deleted it, but I did delete it because I was crying when I started this. So I just want to explain that to you. If I get really passionately enraged, it's because I'm trying to counteract the negativity. And I think I mentioned on another podcast that, I'm Barbara Fiammetta, in case I didn't say. I seem to be like a balancer. I've never heard the term, I've never heard the word, I kind of made it up about myself. If I'm in a situation where it feels like everything starts here and then starts going all the way here, something in me steps forward in some creative way, guided by God, to try to bring that balance back. I do it in personal situations. I've done it in professional situations. I've done it in my spiritual paths, and I've definitely done it in these assisted living places that are so outrageous. And so it's almost like there's two archetypes in me. There's this lover and protector, and then there's this also warrior and protector that wants to save the beauty and save the loving. And I know I'm not the only one. So I just want to explain that about me, because I have challenges keeping the feminine energy going in myself because of my own personal situations of not having a proper home and not being able to self-care and, the stuff that lets us stay soft and gentle and warm. I'm in a battle. I'm in a few battles. And so I'm constantly having to put up, my walls and my armor and my defenses. So it could come off like that. And so I just want to explain to you that who don't know me that at heart I'm a mush. At heart I am a real mush for love and romance and music and arts and all that kind of stuff. But thank God now I know how to be a mush, but I know how to protect myself. And that's what I want to help you guys with. Yesterday I was talking about wanting to work with sensitive people, highly sensitive people. Many books about that. There's many books. And empaths. And that's what it is. It's this feeling of wanting to protect them from the daggers, and the arrows that come to take away our loving, interfere with it, distract from it. And then ultimately we could get hardened and abandon our own love. And a lot of people do abandon themselves. Somehow God has helped me return back to myself instead of going in the opposite direction of hate and anger and, just a horrible personality. So that's what I wanted to explain to you. And I have got to get this together because I can't stand looking at myself. I just want to see you guys out there. So I kind of reviewed what I said last night and didn't like my hair at all. And I'm told you I'm practicing makeup again and doing my hair. And I bought these little earrings. You can't see them with these earplugs. I bought these little cheap pearl earrings at Target yesterday. I had to buy some stuff and, there's nothing to do with anything. I love pearls. I don't know why. I love pearls. I probably should like diamonds better. But pearls, to me, feel so feminine. And my main outfit in New York, and when I came out to LA, was these beautiful tiny pearls I had with tight jeans and my cowboy boots. To me, that was the sexiest outfit. Pearls, tight jeans, and cowboy boots. My friends would just laugh at me at wearing pearls with my jeans. But, hey, we need to make our own statement with clothes and everything. So I got my little pearl earrings, but you can't see them. But they're kind of cute. They were just $8. So I'm missing my jewelry. I used to have really pretty jewelry. So yesterday, just to review, I was talking about empaths and highly sensitive people, and I had my chart up there and explaining that those of us who have those traits, empathy and are sensitive, are perfect matches for narcissists. Narcissists being very self-centered. They want to be in the front. They want you to be in the back. They're empty souls. They will actually study people to imitate them, not from the heart, just to imitate. And I mentioned the word warehouse. I don't know where that came from. That we are a warehouse of love and caring, and they can spot us. They can smell us. They can see us, and they go right for us to kind of, suck and drain, energy vampires. So I've been feeling very protective about, warning people about these people because they can be very charismatic. I married one. He wasn't charismatic, but I married one. Then I had a few others in my life, and they love bomb you, then they pull back, and then they love bomb and they pull back. It's insanity. And once you heal the pattern of attracting narcissists, it is just such freedom and peace. So I was mentioning that yesterday, and I was also mentioning that empathy, people think is a gift, a spiritual gift, but it really seems to be a quality, I'm hearing things, a quality that is developed in abusive situations, particularly in childhood, where the child becomes very hyper vigilant and hypersensitive to what is the parent going to do next. And I mentioned children who've been molested by parents. When they hear the parent coming down the hallway and they're in their beds, they're listening so carefully to where are they, how close are they, what's the mood, what's going to happen tonight. And they become like hypervigilant about that. And they also become very empathic in that to survive, I know this one well, for me to survive in my family with my mother, I had to know her every move and every mood, because whatever it was going to be, I was going to be prepared for it. Meaning diminishing myself, playing small, playing stupid, playing dumb, hiding, just to keep her sane and whatever else she was planning on doing. So those are really childhood survival methods. They're not really gifts of God. And then I went into explaining to you that if you've ever felt devalued by someone or put down, like I've been telling you my experience at this last church, but it's been at a few of them. If someone is looking at you and they're, let's say, a wattage of 300, and they don't think much of you, it's usually because they're looking down at you. They're at 300 wattage. They can only see 300. They can only see 200. They can only see 100. They can only see 0. And they think you're down there. And then they judge you, in however they judge. So what I was pointing out is these people out of 300, and I'm just picking any number, they don't have the bandwidth. They just don't have the bandwidth to know that there's others who are above them. I don't mean better than, but above them in a bandwidth that if they were to look up, they'd see a 400, a 500, and a 600, and a 700, and an 800. But they're so busy looking down at us. They think we're down there. We're not down there. That's their projection of themselves. We are really all the way up here. They don't have the wit to look up there. They don't have the bandwidth to understand that there's others functioning